all to this curtain raiser for an landmark event for the Indian military history, the exercise Tarang Shakti. This is the largest international air exercise ever conducted in India, with invitations extended to 51 countries, and we have confirmation from 10 countries for participation with their assets and 18 countries as observers. One more country is likely to join in. So including India, it is likely to become a 30-country exercise. This exercise aims to strengthen strategic relations with our friends from international community. Complex missions are planned to enhance our mutual understanding of air operations, air power application, and also practicing multiple combat scenarios in the realistic environment. It is also an excellent opportunity for all of us to share our best practices with each other. Given the diverse participation and also to cater for this specific requirements of certain friendly foreign countries, we have decided to do it in two parts. The phase 1 of the exercise will be conducted ex Sulu in Sulu area of operations in the down south from August 6th to 14th this year, and this phase will see participation from 4 countries, that is Germany, France, Spain and UK with their assets. And phase 2 will be held at Jodhpur from September 1st to 14th, and that will see participation from Australia, Bangladesh, Greece, Singapore, UAE and USA with their assets. And along with that, there will be 18 countries who will be sending their observers and not their air assets. So we will see assets like F-18, EA-18, C-130 aircraft, F-16 aircraft, A-10s, KC-135, along with all the assets of Indian Air Force taking part in this exercise. Eurofighter Typhoon and Rafales from other countries also will be taking part. Indian Navy will be participating in the phase 1 with their MiG-29K aircraft. Along with the objectives that I read out earlier, one of the main objectives of this exercise is to showcase the booming indigenous defense ecosystem in India, and also to highlight our Atmanirbharta and our resolve towards Atmanirbharta. In the flying part, our assets like Tejas, Prachand, Dhruv and Rudra will be taking part actively in the flying part, in showcasing our own indigenous products. Also in line with India's goal to become a developed nation by 2047 and to take our defense cooperation with our friendly neighbors and friendly other countries to a next level, we will also utilize this exercise period to showcase our indigenous capabilities in the DRDO, in the defense research as well as defense production, by carrying out an industrial defense aviation exposition at Sulu from 13th to 15th August and at Jodhpur from 12th to 14th September. This exhibition we will have participants from along with the DRDO, also from aviation industry and also from DPSUs, CSR labs, some top-notch startups, and most of the Indian products will be showcased there. It will also, giving the wide spectrum of decision makers and end users of global air forces that will be present there during that period. It will be an opportunity for us to showcase our indigenous skills and our spirit of Indian aviation industries, and also foreign industries also will be participating in this, and this will give us a boost to India's aerospace industry, to have a collaboration with them, to seek new ideas, to convey new ideas that we have. So on a whole, it will be a display of Indian capability and capacity during this exercise, during flying, as well as during this exposition. as the name suggests, our endeavor will be to demonstrate our energy and dynamism during this exercise. So we, in addition to having some military objectives of exercising to strengthen to learn from each other's operating procedures and tactics and strategies, we also aim to strengthen our cultural and diplomatic relations. We look forward to this exercise to foster deeper cooperation and understanding amongst the participating forces. During this exercise, both the phases, phase 1 and phase 2, we have one day dedicated to the distinguished visitors, where we have many of the chiefs of Air Forces and the Chief of Defence Staff will be visiting us, and from some other countries, some of the senior officers will be visiting us, and that will also be utilized to carry out some meaningful discussions with them and to showcase our industry to them. Cultural exchanges are also planned during the exercise, like it is done in any of the international exercises, where we will be showcasing Indian culture, Indian cuisine, and also Indian customs and traditions to them. So, to sum up, this overarching aim is to build mutual trust, explore avenues for interoperability and learning new things and teaching new things to our friendly foreign countries, and also showcasing our indigenous defense equipment and defense prowess. So the Indian Air Force is eagerly looking forward to seeing you all at these two locations during the exercise, to with full zest and zeal to cover this exercise so that it reaches out to the maximum people in this nation. And also we seek your good wishes for all the participants so that we have a meaningful and enriching experience during this exercise. That's all I have to say. I have exercise